Time this afternoon for Ask the Expert. We are talking about how you can prevent injuries with pre- and post-workout massages.
I'm massaging myself right now. Personal trainer Allison Schnelly from the Kaizen Studio Fitness Center joining us live this afternoon, and I am, and you're going to show us how we can all do this.
Yes, you can give yourself a deep tissue massage or self-massage, myofascial release, and you can use a lot of items that you might have in your home. I have a golf ball, a tennis ball. Steve is using a lacrosse ball on his feet to start with the bottom of his foot.
Right.
Remember, everything does start from the ground up, especially if you're a runner, you're doing something where you're on your feet. You're going to want to make sure you release the connective tissue on the bottom of your foot first. So that's an excellent way to do it. Another really great way to do it, to roll out, would be just to take a water bottle, stick it in the freezer overnight, use a frozen water bottle. So then you're icing your foot. A lot of times people with any kind of bottom of the foot issue or calf issues will use a frozen water bottle. So make sure it's frozen, you're stepping on it, you're putting all of your weight on it, and really digging in the inside of your instep and then all the way through the bottom of your foot, icing it and rolling it out.
That sounds really pleasant.
Yes, from there you're going to work your way up your leg. So then next thing that's attached is going to be your calf. A lot of runners, cyclists tend to have calf issues. So this little gadget is just PVC pipe with a rope in between it. Aaron Soto made it. Another really great thing you could use is just a rolling pin. Most people have a rolling pin at home, and you're going to roll out your calf. So just trying to put a lot of pressure on that and giving yourself a massage.
You can use a regular roller for that too, can't you?
Absolutely, yes. Yep, you can use a regular roller. This is just a really inexpensive way to do it. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go down the body. So we're going to go into the hips. A lot of cyclists, runners have hip issues. So again, now you're going to use, you could use the tennis ball, you could use a lacrosse ball like Steve was using.
Take it if you need it.
You could use a golf ball, or you definitely could use a foam roller. So to roll out your glute medius or your piriformis, that's the side of your hip, you're going to sit right on it.
And this feels great, by the way.
This one hurts, especially if it's tight. That's why
it works.
Yes, it does work. So you're going to cross that leg over to stretch out your hip, and then you're rolling kind of right in the side of your glute medius. It'll hurt if it's tight, but then once it releases, it'll feel much, much better.
Watch TV while you do this.
Yes, there you go. It'll distract yourself. And then last but not least, you're going to get upper back. So we're going to use the foam roller. We've talked about the foam roller before. You're going to put all of your weight on it. You can get foam rollers really anywhere. Target, Sports Authority. Try to get the denser ones. Now to get your upper back, you're going to want your scapula out of the way, so you're going to give yourself a big hug. If you're here, you're just rolling over the bone. You don't want to do that. So give yourself a big hug, hips in the air, putting all of your weight on it, and you're going to roll shoulders down your back. This one actually feels really pretty good.
It does.
Another way to get out some shoulder issues, if you have any upper back pain, and a lot of us tend to, take a ball, a lacrosse ball, a tennis ball, put it on a wall and lean into it. So then you can give yourself a deep tissue massage, and you can kind of push exactly where that knot is. It's kind of like if a massage therapist was in there with their thumb digging in there. So you can really get in with the tennis ball.
Can you hurt yourself at all doing any of this?
Start with it like a tennis ball, because
it's not as deep.
That's not as deep. That is a rock. Yep. When you're pushing on it, just try to, it's actually kind of nice because you're doing it and you can put as much pressure as feels good for you. But try to push right on that knot, hold the pressure, relax your breathing, try to relax yourself even though you're in a lot of pain, and then you shouldn't hurt yourself.
All right. Allison Schnelly, thanks for coming in. Have a question for the experts? Send an email to asktheexpert@tmj4.com. You may also leave a voicemail at the number on your screen.